How you doing? Parlay is what you go by. How are you, Parlay? No
Yeah,
limit.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I can't forget the no limit, right? That's the main part.
Mhm. Yeah.
So tell us about that name. How did you come up with that name?
I just came out with the name a few years ago, like 2019, when I came to China, and then
Hmm.
I had to switch up my name, like from IG Flip to No Limit because I felt there was kind of like no limit to what I do and something like that. Yeah. So that's how I got that name. So I just decided to go with a No Limit.
So for people who do not know who Parlay No Limit is, how do you describe yourself?
I'm a kind of like a easygoing person, or like I'm an introvert. I stay by myself. I like kind of like I don't really associate myself with a lot of people. But a lot of people, I know a lot of people. But then I just stay by myself because I feel like that kind of way I get to think. I get to have my own time. I get to be at peace for myself. Yeah.
Awesome. So you went to JJ Roberts, and then you later
Yeah.
on study IT at Blue Crest. Now, those are, one of the best schools you can go to in the country. So what made you want to go to China to further your education?
You know, kind of like we stay home and then we stay in Liberia and then we go to school. We don't get to have like free internet. I'm studying IT, kind of like we already need to have access to internet, number one. And then like transportation going back and forth to school and back. Yeah. So kind of like I said, can I go to China? And then I think I thought when I get to China, I'm gonna meet a lot more better teachers, like a challenging education system. Yeah, like that. So that's why I came to China.
Awesome. So, based on what you expected, what has it been like? Is it anything that you expected, or is it different from what you expected?
Firstly, when I came out here, is kind of like I didn't I didn't get what I expected because what I went to was kind of like it wasn't so good for me. So I had to switch city. Like I came to China and I went to a smaller city, and then when I realized that I can be here because I'm a type of person that like if I'm somewhere and I feel like I'm not improving, I'm not learning, I feel bored. So that's how I was. I was kind of like bored, and then I had to step up. So I kind of switched city. I came to a bigger city in Shanghai, and then everything started
Shanghai.
going better. I saw students who were challenging every semester, and then yeah, that's what we like. That's what I like to
Okay.
challenge myself every time. Yeah.
But that was your the educational goals. You trying to achieve your educational goals. Now, what are some challenges you have experienced being a Liberian artist who is trying to expand your career in China?
Hmm. Yeah. Firstly, it was like I came out like funding my own, and getting funds to buy my studio equipment, and then I don't have much time to to switch between schools and learning about recording myself and stuff like that. So I had to like transfer my engineer from another city, which is like you are in California and taking another person from New York to California and come and stay with you and your partner for like
Right.
1, 2, 3 weeks and then transfer him back. We know what that's gonna cost you.
Of course.
So yeah, it's kind of like that. So it's kind of challenging for here. In China, our students don't work. You don't work. You don't do anything. You not go to school. So so you know how challenging it is. Yeah.
So then, how do you survive if you don't work? You just have to go to school. How do you
God,
survive?
God grace. God grace.
But man, God grace is amazing. We thank God for it, but people don't eat God grace. So give us some answers,
Sure.
because people in Liberia that have God grace, but they're not shining like you, my man. So what do you do? How do you sustain?
Like I do a kind of like reselling business once in a while, and then I got my brothers, sisters, and cousins, mom, dad in the U.S. that sometimes help me to how you call it form my studies and my moving around here, my living expense, everything. So I'm kind of grateful to God for that.
Awesome. That's good, my man. Thank you for sharing that. So, when I listen to some of your rap music, of course, this is the Music Fest. So, for those of you that are watching, we have a lot of good music here that we're going to listen to. Of course, most of it is going to be by our artist here today, Parlay No Limit. Like he said, the name means that he has no limit to what he can achieve, and this is only the beginning. But I listened to your music and your style of rap. I could not really connect it to any specific artist, either in Liberia or out of Liberia. So, how did you get inspired? Who's your role model? Typically, people have those people that they look up to and they try to emulate. So, who is yours?
I kind of like I'm a person that I like music, so I don't listen to a specific music. I listen to a music that all the music for a certain situation, a certain moment. That's why I listen to music. So I can even listen to a music that in the typical dialect or the trap or the language. Once I like the music, it's just the music. I don't care. I don't care if I understand, but I just like music. That's so I kind of like my favorite artist is Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Lil Wayne. And
He's
then
a
next
goat.
is yeah, Lil Wayne is after Lil Wayne is Drake, and then we fall back to my root, Liberia. I have Nucci, I have Revolution, and I have um may it so rest in peace, my best my friend Don Zero.
Mhm.
Yeah, he one of the person who motivated me to be where I am today. So kudos to him too. He was one of my favorite artists.
Awesome. Somebody is asking what our name, so I'm gonna put it on the screen here. Sorry for that. But the artist that you just heard answering the question, his name is Parlay No Limit. And of course, you can find him on all the social media platforms as well. Um, but my name is Prince Jarbo. So give me a second here. Let's see. Chats. All right. So there you go. Thank you guys. All right. So now, um, Lil Wayne, Drake, and then Nucci. I'm sure that's one of the biggest compliment Nucci can get to be in that list of people as well. And then you mentioned Revolution. I like Nucci's style. I don't think he's my top five, but he's definitely top 10. I think he has a very catchy trap call. It reminds me of my childhood a lot, his music. And then his recent partnership with feature with MC Caro, that was a very nice song as well. So I agree. I think that's a great list. But you still, yet and still, despite all of those people, you have your own style. You were able to generate your own flow, and that's why we're here today. So one of the first things that we're going to talk about before we talk about your music is your sense of fashion, my man. You have a style, even though you don't work, but you got good taste and you got good fashion. So I'm going to show some of the pictures on here. Uh, and that's one thing about being an artist, right? You have to also carry yourself in a way that people will respect you. So that's one of your outfits that we were able to find. Very cool, straight to the point, very simple as well, and still stylish. And then here you go again, something more formal but still stylish. Look at those shoes, my man. Those shoes look like they cost $500 or more.
Uh,
Yeah, and then we have one more picture over here as well. So you have a good taste in fashion. Tell us, you talk about who inspire your rap game, but who inspire your fashion? Is it the same people?
nah, I think it's like I just have that sense of like wearing clothes like that. Kind of like I just I don't know. I just put clothes together and just wear it. It's not like I'm inspired by anyone. I just put on clothes and just go out.
So it comes naturally, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Naturally.
What lessons or what message do you have to young artists in Liberia that are striving to be in the position where you are today?
Mm, I think like in my favorite quote I sent you the last time. I'll tell you that.
Mhm.
like what Martin Luther King said. Like, if you can fly, run. If you can run, walk. If you can walk, crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving. So I encourage anybody, like, whatever you do, just keep moving. Because there's a time gonna come, you don't even know how it's gonna come. Like, once you end up, once you keep moving, you're gonna meet up with your destiny, bro. Well, you can't wait for it to come to you. Everyone has their own path. Everyone has their own destiny. But you got to work for this stuff. It don't come any easier. It don't come. It don't come while you in your house. It don't come while you sit while you sitting still. It don't come where you on when you on a bed or something. You got to just keep moving, keep pursuing, keep just keep searching.